I woke up today and I realized that I wasn't feeling suicidal enough. So I thought, hey, why not watch the Critical Drinker talk about The Last of Us?
Yeah, it might not have been perfect. It definitely dragged badly in places. The two main characters weren't as well developed or likable as in the game. The casting was questionable at best. And for a post-apocalyptic zombie survival show, there was a distinct lack of zombies towards the end. But overall, I think people were fairly happy with it.
I like how there's just zero reflection on these like anti-SGW people. Maybe the stuff that we always complain about isn't as important as some people make them out to be. Like The Last of Us Season 1, they race swapped a bunch of characters, right? They race swapped Joel, they race swapped Tommy, they race swapped Maria, like race swaps galore. They made a pretty significant change to the game, right? Like they decided to just not do that entire section with what's the guy's name? Is it Bill? Yeah, Bill. They just don't do that entire segment, and instead they completely change it. They say, "Oh, you know what, game? We're gonna not do what you did. We're just gonna throw that in the garbage." And they have a big flashback episode instead. Not only do they have a flashback episode, it's a fucking gay flashback episode, a homosexual flashback episode. Oh my gosh! And guess what? Nobody gave a single fuck about any of that. Like, general audiences didn't go, "Oh no, it went woke. Woke. The woke. Oh no, it went woke. Now it's gonna go broke." Like, anytime there's a woke thing that is successful, shh. It's okay, don't worry about it. But then anytime there's like a woke thing that's not successful, oh, well, clearly. Clearly, it's because of the woke thing that it's not successful.
Season 2 was going to have to draw on its sequel to carry on the story. And well, there's no getting around this one. The Last of Us Part 2 was a bit of a fucking pig. No matter how many slobbering games journalists fell over themselves to fillet Neil Druckmann's throbbing shaft, and no matter how many meaningless industry awards it got showered
I'm not a games journalist, but, Neil Druckmann, I will go on that massive cock of yours any day of the week. Because Last of Us Part 2 is great. And listen, if it didn't connect with you, that just is what it is. But there are just a lot of weird criticisms that I'm just like, I don't understand. Like people that say that, like, oh, they just made The Last of Us Part 2 to show how Joel was the bad guy and Abby was the good guy of the story. And it's just like, what? Like, I don't know how you play The Last of Us Part 2 and think that the game was portraying Joel as the villain. Literally the entire first half of the game. Oh, by the way, I guess spoilers for Last of Us Part 2. But literally, like, the entire first half of the game is trying to get revenge for Joel. And then the end of it is literally Ellie, like, forgiving Joel. It's like,